Hi, everybody. It's Ciara here for your weekly book talk. And I'm just going to dive in. The book that I'm introducing today is called Everybody Looking. Here's the cover. It is by Candace Elo. So I apologize again if I've mispronounced her name. Before I actually talk about the book much, I just want to read a dedication she has right at the beginning, because I think it speaks to the entirety of the book quite beautifully. So, for all my wondering, questioning, and dreaming little sisters, sibs, feeling your way through everything so you can be and do what you want in this world. For the first gen kids, for the young queers, for the dancers and wannabe dancers, for the survivors, for all of us who needed to change our mind, for baby me. So this novel is written in really beautiful verse, and it tells via first person the story of Ada, who's 17. She's finally graduated from high school and heads off to an HBCU in Washington, D.C. There she finds a challenging but essential form of freedom from the world that she had grown up in. So the novel actually shifts around in time, and so it's sort of marked. I'll try and show you how she does it. So we've got summer before college, middle school, got first grade, second grade, third grade, and in college. So these shifts give the readers a more nuanced understanding of Ada, of the trials that she's been through, and the world that she comes from when she gets to college and she's on her own with all of this freedom. She was raised primarily by her father, who is a Nigerian immigrant. He abides by a quite strict Christian worldview, and has very clearly delineated expectations of his daughter. She is taught to always respect and obey her elders, particularly her male elders. Her mother has fallen prey to addiction and is largely not present in her life. When she is present, she is generally sort of disappointing to Ada, and yet Ada definitely misses her. And she's a missing presence for Ada. And the world that she lives in is quite narrow, due largely to the sort of the strains on her world that her father puts in place. And I don't want to suggest that her father doesn't love her. Her father is loving, but he has a very sort of strict understanding of how the world should work. And she has to abide by that. And she works hard in school, and but she ends up keeping a lot of secrets from him. When she's quite young, he enrolls her in some African dance classes, and then secretly she continues to take dance classes. She has a job, which is how she pays for her continued dance classes that he doesn't know about. Dance is, it's her heart. She loves it. She feels free and she feels herself when she is dancing, but she can't share that with her father. And she's sexually abused when she's really very quite young by a cousin, and she's never able to tell her father about that, um, due in some sense to gender and expectations around family. So she's always working to live up to his expectations, which are quite high. And, he warns her going to college that, people change in college, and he's terribly worried that she's going to change. And when she first gets there, it's a little scary. How does she make friends? How does she navigate this space that's completely new? And she's meant to be studying finance, and the first class she's in is so boring. She can't stand it. She can't read the textbook. She's falling behind. At the same time as she meets someone who's a dancer and who takes courses off campus. And so she goes with her, and she goes through this process where she realizes that dancing is part of her. It's her heart. It's the thing that makes her feel whole and joy, and it can't be replaced by anything else. And she decides that, and through this, she starts failing this class because she cannot do the work. She can't understand it. She's bored by it. And so it's sort of the process by which, particularly the children of immigrants, have a lot of expectations placed on them, and have to struggle to find their own desires, their own selves, their own bodies, and make the decision to pursue the emergence of one's own self, one's own, in her case, in one's own womanhood, one's own, and that includes sexuality. It is beautifully written, and sort of amazing, quote unquote, coming of age. I don't really like that term. It doesn't. It's a little, how do you say? It's a little insulting to me, because I think all of us are continuously coming of age. We're continuously learning things about ourselves, and always sort of realizing what it is that, who we are, what we want, whether what we're doing is for the right reasons. But it's a beautiful book. I care deeply, and I imagine you will also care deeply about Ada. It's beautifully written, and when you read the acknowledgments, it's also it's a great story of how it came to be, and you learn that it is quite autobiographical. So, thumbs up to everybody looking. I definitely recommend it to everyone. And the character of the friend she makes is also wonderfully developed and a great character, and as is her family. Fascinating, and it's sort of portrayal of this immigrant experience, and this immigrant Black experience specifically. So definitely check it out. I did check that we have it, because my mother gave it to me, so I read it. But yes, we do have it. So look it up on Discovery and check it out. And as I close my discussion of everybody looking, I also want to let everybody know that we're still thinking of you. Though Pueblo has been downgraded, upgraded on the color chart to blue, which is great news because everyone has been working hard and being responsible so that infections have been going down. But, this is not over. We still have to, even though we're going to have some more freedoms, we need to continue to wear our masks, continue to social distance, and keep being smart. We haven't beaten this yet. We will beat it, but we just have to keep reminding ourselves to be patient. I know it's so hard. We just want it to be over so badly. I do. Trust me, I do. But we need to, take it step by step. Keep our eye on the prize. I don't know why I just said that in that weird voice because it's not something I usually say. Likewise, we need to keep taking care of ourselves mentally. This has gone on, and throughout time we think, oh, okay, we're stuck inside for this long, but then it'll be over. Oh, still stuck inside. And this is taking a toll on all of our mental health. So be well, take care of yourselves, try and exercise, even if that's just walking around the block. Take some time to be in the present moment. Notice what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you feel. And when you need help, ask for it. Okay? Check in on your friends and your family. Make sure that, they're hanging tough and they don't need more help. This is when, we have to come together, but we also have to take care of ourselves in addition to each other. If you're taking care of siblings, if you're taking care of other members of your family, do not forget to take care of yourself, okay? All right. I hope you're well in all ways. We miss you. We miss seeing you, and we can't wait until we get to. So, until next week, I will see you then. All right. Bye-bye.